Okay, so we all know that black women are being sexually objectified and things like that. So in this clip, I just want to go into a little details about mixed race people being sexually abused and just being mistreated. So we can see that the African American woman is being sexually objectified in the United States and all over the world. But we don't really talk about mixed race people because people of brown skin are mixed race people. People of light skin, light brown skin are mixed race people. And, people claim that they care so much about black women, where you see people standing up for Breonna Taylor and things like that. But Breonna Taylor, Lord forgive me, Breonna Taylor is deceased. And I do believe that people who are deceased should have people to advocate and stand up for them as well. But you have to understand there are a lot of black women who are still alive and they claim they care so much, but they don't want to listen to what we have to say. They don't want to stop the abuse on the black women that's still alive, but then they want to come out and scream justice and, oh, we care so much about a black woman that was killed. If you really did care so much, you wouldn't still be trying to abuse the black women that's alive. For every white person that get out there and say you care so much about Breonna Taylor, how you gonna get up in my face and then say fuck Andrea Jones just because I told the truth about what was really going on in the jail? So I did a little research about some mixed race people who are Irish, and I talked briefly about my son being mixed race and my concern for my son. And I know they don't want to give him back because they want to try to make it seem like I'm lying and they can treat him so much better. But at the end of the day, he is still my child. And a lot of mixed race people have basically opened up to talk about some of the abuse that they had to endure as mixed race people. And I know it started in the home when his white father started hitting on him. I never hit my baby before, and I want justice for his white father even coming up in there punching on him, because I already know that type of mentality stems from slavery, with feeling like you got the right to abuse my little mixed race baby at only 22 months old. And my son now being 4 years old, having been gone from me this entire time, I do not know. I do not know all that my son has had to endure, but I know that Austin, his father, was abusing another woman in Cynthia's home while my son was present. So I know that there was more violence than my son had to endure even while I was incarcerated. And it's very abusive to keep him from his mother, whether he feels that he's affected by it or not. It's abusive. And I did a little research on the price of being born mixed race during slavery. And it says a free woman of color could have a child or children fathered by a white man. The biracial children in this case were considered free, and the mother's status determined whether the child was free or not. So now they trying to enslave me, and then they done gave my son away, but me and my son was free. I was living in my house with my son, and I was a free person. I didn't have any charges or anything, and all because his white father was abusing us and people didn't want to help. I had to protect us myself. And it said poor white children of slave mothers are sold like brutes to the highest bidder by their father. And my baby daddy didn't really care about what was going on with my baby. He just was trying to make sure that he did not get in trouble. And I feel that it is so abusive for them to be taking my child. And it says that a child born of a white woman would be abandoned and sold secretly. And then it talks about mistresses being held in contempt and that the child would be singled out for all sorts of abuse, forcing them to wait on their half siblings. And that's kind of like what they wanted. Like, they wanted to try to move in a white girl, to have him get with some other woman, and then try to treat me and my son like we didn't matter in the situation when I was trying to get away from the abuse with my child. And now they got me and my child all stuck in the system, and I don't have any charges. They just need to return my baby so I can get away freely. So now they got me out here by myself, screaming and crying, trying to get people to help me, and they done snatched my whole baby away from me and trying to force me to be in contact with the same court system that tried to murder me, which is abuse. Do not make me have to be in contact with the same white people that tried to lie on me and have me convicted for 100 years and then murder me in the cell and denied me medical care, that got all the whole United States all roughed up trying to figure out how they gonna cover it up for a small group of white people that should have did right by me and kept their motherfucking hands off of me in Conroe, Texas, and kept their motherfucking hands off my baby.